Yo, this is a prime reason why you should never, and I mean never, delete your past projects or FOPs or things that you have worked on in the past. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, alright, so what you're looking at right now on my screen is an old loop that I had made back in April of 2024. So this is pushing a year old. And it's a simple loop. It sounds cool, it sounds nice, but I had switched setups and I had like a lot of VSTs and sounds and stuff that I had that I made with this. I used this very loop to make, that I used to make this very loop. I lost all of that shit. So it was like, I had like, all I had was this loop. And, I'm gonna play it for you real quick. I'm gonna continue explaining it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm saying something calm, something slight, not too much, not too much. I think it's cool, but I came back all this time later, and I done messed with it. I still had the MIDI. I still had whatever I used to bring this up. I can't remember if it was a MIDI that I pulled up from some fucking kit, or if it was some shit that I made on my own. I cannot remember. It was so long ago. But the fact that I still had it was all I really needed. I had reloaded the sounds, used different VSTs, came back with a different mindset on this shit. You know what I'm saying? The loop before didn't sound bad, but in my opinion, I made this shit sound better. And I made a whole new beat from it, you know what I'm saying? And today, I'm basically gonna try to break down what I did to kind of bring this back, because this was sitting in the vault for I don't know how long, and I never touched it. Never touched it again. I left it behind. And, we're gonna basically see what I did here for today. And, yeah. Alright, so basically, I had the BPM. I had it originally at 105. It says right here on the FOP file on itself. I don't know why I named it Jealousy. I don't know if y'all do y'all name y'all beats like random ass like little names like beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, or like it's just like, or do you have like little, I don't know, like little dedicated names you actually try to sit there and come up with shit? Like let me know in the comments below some shit like that. But yeah, I basically, from what I can tell, it looks like I have a minor 7th chord and then kind of like F4 down here, kind of inverted like from here. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Inverted. F5 right now for F4. But yeah, it's definitely, I have a minor 7th here. Carried over to a major, it looks like. Yeah. I'm not too familiar with music theory. I'm not gonna lie. I am not too familiar with music theory. I do not know music theory for anything. But it looks like I have basically just the basic use of minor chords and major chords. I don't know where the DT came from. I'm not gonna lie. Nice bass tone though, but get the. This whole thing in the middle is pretty much the entire beat. You take out all the extra notes up here, and you kind of just have a basic use of minor and major. That's kind of it. The repetition here is kind of what leads to that kind of like. And that's literally it. Add this F6 up here. Run this I5 up, F6, octave up. Bring the little lighter tone to it. These top keys, you really want to utilize these top keys, man, because these top keys can make or break any. I feel like so many beats that kind of rely heavily on the melodic side, of things. I tend to use like the 5, I don't even know what you call this shit, like this octave, kind of for almost like the middle section, if that makes sense. Like it's like the bass notes is kind of course like the low ends and shit. You know what I'm saying? I usually cut the bass notes out, but it serves as a nice kind of fill for it kind of fills out that's the little bit of room, but I still cut the low ones out because you gotta leave space for the real bass and 808s and shit. But you got tend to leave the lower D3s, D4s sometimes, or not D4s, but 4s, 3s, especially the 2s, kind of for the lower end, and then the 5 serves as the middle, kind of serves as like the main melody, and then you got like the highs, you got like the high keys up here that kind of serves as like the playful portion of it. It's also what sounds like the most present. I feel like it sticks out more, at least to me it does. And then after that, it's really just, I think it's just layering from here, to be honest. I have this analogy preset. Oh, yeah. I have a regular time, 10 time based EP on Lounge Lizard, you know what I'm saying? Nice preset. Piano 2W. Yeah, it serves as a nice layer for the EP piano. Specifically this portion where it like kind of like just stacks on top of each other. It's kind of what I really have it there for. You can't really hear this throughout the beat because it's already covered by the bass and everything, but I really have it for just this portion. I like it when it comes in here. More layering once again. I believe this is the pad. Same preset, piano 2. Really just gets loud. Also, the importance of velocities when it comes to your notes, man. Alright, so you have Alt S. It kind of like strums out your keys, you know, kind of gives like the you probably barely hear it because you know, volume been fucked up. I've got volume issues and shit, but strum, you know, you got Alt S for strumizer, and then you got Alt O to kind of change the level of your keys in general, or your sounds in general. You know? And then you have Alt R, which is what I like to use to kind of randomize the volume and the velocity of your notes. And that's kind of what gives it that, also kind of gives it that characteristics. Like Alt R with Alt S with the strumizer is kind of what makes it sound realistic. Now, I don't have the strumizer on these notes because I wanted it to kind of hit on time, especially for this portion of the beat, or this portion of the pattern. But I do have, you know, as you can see, the velocity is somewhat tweaked out here, and you generally want to try to do that for all your patterns and all your sounds to kind of have things sound a little different. You don't want everything to sound all meshed together and shit, you know, and differentiate a little bit. But just a little, you know, basic use of your key binds and whatnot, you know. Now this is where I have a strumizer and once again Alt R being used to max, like not to the max, but more actually being utilized here. I kind of have it strummed out here with this sounds like a EP vintage EP. Sounds pretty nice. It's pretty smooth. Once again, more layering, layers. That's how you get, you know, layers. A few extra notes here, as you can see. Once again, velocity, you know what I'm saying? You track your shit, you know what I'm saying? Then we got the key to all of this, you know what I'm saying? The real, like you got the higher notes that kind of sit up there that like kind of, you know, they play a big part, but it's not really like you got the lead. Now this is SRX Dance Tracks Solo Sim SRX2 soft lead. I really like this lead. I like it how it, you know, it meshes well, like the you know what I'm saying? It meshes. I don't know if like I don't know how you, I don't know what the hell you call that, but it like sine. It's like a sine wave, but it's like a sine lead. Sounds nice. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of have it. You know what I'm saying? I also have this lead layered with, I believe, something in Triton. This lead doubled up. I have this the SRX lead doubled up, I believe. I believe because of how loud the strings end up getting at some point in the song, but you know, I don't know, it might be a mistake. And then, you know, you got your guitar, nice little strum. Also serves as a nice background for it, for the, like a support for the lead almost, you know. A little bit of a strum here. Follows the same kind of sound and progression as pianos, all the EPs, and lead, you know what I'm saying? And then I got my bass down here, low. kept it straightforward. I didn't really do too much with the velocities here. There's probably some shit I could, I don't know. There's probably some shit I could have did, but I did not do it. So yeah, my strings, like I think violas to be specific, violins, not violas. Also kind of follow the same progression as the pianos. Kind of serves as once again as something to come in a sort of like the climax of the song, damn near. And didn't do too much with in terms of like the extra notes and everything because I didn't want anything. I didn't, like they don't really sit there that long, you know. So I kind of just wanted to keep it simple. You get the gist. Mess with your velocities, kind of bring it up, you know. I didn't want to strum out too much either because I wanted it to be quick. Quick. Same thing with these. Same thing kind of all across the board with these last few strings. But you have that, and you kind of have everything. Now, I probably should go through the drums, actually. Basic little hi-hat pattern, nothing too crazy. I don't know why I didn't fuck with the velocities on here. I kind of have this little bit down here, but I don't know. Basic little clap, nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I have a snap layered along with the clap, but I have it hitting a little earlier before the clap does. So it kind of has that like the snap and then it leads into the clap. And then I have my basic kit pattern. Do not have it cuts. I do have a soft clipper on the master to kind of boost the kick. So it actually has that punchier feel, that punch feel to it. And then I have my open hats. I've gotten mixed reactions. I've already showed this beat to a few people. Got mixed reactions about my open hats and how they're laid on this beat, but I like them, so you know, fuck them, I guess. But kind of stays that way throughout the whole song. Pretty repetitive, I guess, but you know, serves a little before the clap, you know, alongside with the open hat. And yeah, that kind of serves as everything. As far as the mixing side goes, I kind of have everything. I have I like to, you know, it's like a it's kind of regular, but you pan your sounds out, you know. Now some of these sounds kind of already have a natural pan to them. Like some of them might also like tilt to the right a little more, versus like other ones, and you don't want all your shit to kind of sound like it's in one ear and not the other. So in order to kind of get them to come together and sound like more like a kind of like one full thing, you pan out your sounds, you know what I'm saying? See the levels kind of sit on the left a little bit more here, and you have these that sit on the right, so it kind of both ears, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of have it like that throughout the song. I got my things turned up, some things turned up, some things turned down. Very important use of reverb to kind of get that that wider sound with everything. I kind of just do one up in here and kind of fucked with the mix so it didn't sound too much, you know. It's really just basic knowing your level, basic leveling and shit like that. There's really nothing crazy going on inside the mixing things. I'm not a professional with any of that shit by any means. Bit of merge here on the open hats. What does it sound too off versus like the, you know what I'm saying, like the completely separated, because then it just, I don't like the way separation sounds with the open hats, especially not in these headphones. Fresh Air, this is a really good plugin. I really like this plugin. It's like really, it kind of like brings, like, as you can see, it brings out like the mids and the highs, which, you know, like it sounds like polished. Sounds polished. Like if I take it off and I play it, like it sounds completely different. It's like, I feel like you can hear more. Like if you have headphones, you can probably tell it a little more, versus like trying to like play it out the speakers and some shit. But I like Fresh Air a lot. Typically like to use the Mixabish Polish preset or the Sparkle. I haven't tried anything else out too much, but I really like this plugin. It's a really good plugin. I got my sound shifter to pitch it down. You know what I'm saying? It's really just fucking with the overall pitch. I just tend to use this plugin more because I fucking paid for it. Pay for your plugins. All right. But yeah, EQ kind of bring out my highs a little more. You know, I don't remember what the fuck I did with this, but it was on the master when I opened the project again, and it doesn't sound. It kind of sounds better with it versus without it. So, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, that kind of sums up the most of my beat. To be honest, that's like the whole thing.
They don't want it. They don't need it.
I think the beat's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I was also kind of going through a bit of a fucking beat block, a serious ass beat block. And coming back to this project was something that was a nice little, it was refreshing, you know what I'm saying? I don't really make these type of beats too much anymore. But it's nice to come back and flex that creative muscle. Because you never know where the shit could go. But the sheer fact that I came back and even did anything with this was enough to prove to me that keeping your projects, no matter how old or how bad you might think they are, it might come in handy for y'all this one day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, save your projects. You know what I'm saying? But, I appreciate y'all for watching the video. I'm trying to get it my presence. I'm trying to get how I break shit down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to upload a consistent schedule. Yeah. But I appreciate y'all for watching once again. I hope y'all have a good one for 2025. January. That's like 8. Time right now, it's 8. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good one. Take it easy. Peace out.